Hello everyone, welcome back to your GRE preparation with Infinity Education. Today in our 12th class, we are going to learn about the average. So first you have to understand what average is. Average is constituting the result obtained by adding together several amounts and then dividing this by total number of amount. So in simple language, sum of the different number divided by the number of numbers. So to do the things, we can use an average box. Now let's see how does that work. So if we know the total and number of things, we can calculate the average. And if we know the total and average, we can calculate the number of things. So our horizontal line is actually working as a divisor. And on the same time, if we know the number of things and average, we can calculate the total. So our vertical line is working as a multiplication. So now let's do with some of the example. The average cost of 12 flat at a certain area is $35,000. If the average cost of 8 of the flat is $40,000, what is the average cost of the 4 remaining flats? Now this is the all question. Now let's see the information one by one. The average cost of 12 flats at a certain area is $35,000. That means I can make an average box here. So 12 flat average is $35K. So the total for this 12 flat should be $420K. Now the next set of information is average cost of 8 of the flat is $40,000. So I will make another average box here. So 8 of the flat having the average of $40K. So total should be $320K. Now the question is, what is the average cost of 4 remaining flats? So if I want to find out the average for the 4 remaining flats, so I have to subtract the first average box to second. So when I am subtracting, I can subtract the total amount and the numbers, but not the average. So 12 minus 8, the remaining flat is 4. And for the total 4 flat, total should be $100K. So the average for this 4 flat, it should be $25K. So A should be the answer to the question. I hope the question is clear to you. Now let's see with one more example. The average height for half of the players in a basketball team for a certain match is 90. The average height for another fourth of the player is 80. If the average height for all the players is 78, what is the average height for the remaining players? Now, if you have looked at the question, the total number of players is not mentioned in the question. So, as we have learned in the hidden plugin, we can take a good number for the total number of students. Now, if you look at the question, it is mentioned half of the player, another fourth. So that means 1 by 2 and 1 by 4. So I can take the total number of players as 8. Now let's do the question. The average for half of the player at a certain team is 90. So I can make an average box here. That is 4 number of players having the average height of 90. So total for this 4 player should be 360. Now let's see the next information. Average height for another fourth of the player is 80. So another fourth, that means 1 by 4. So 1 by 4 of 8, that is 2. So I can make the next average box. So 2 player having the average of 80. So the total height for the 2 players should be 160. Now I can add up these two because I can have then only the total for the 6 player. So 6 player having the total as 360 plus 160, that is 520. Now let's see what is the next set of information. Average height for all the players is 78. So I must make another average box here. So 8 player having the average of 78. So the total should be 8 into 78, that is 624. Now, as I want to know what is the average height for the remaining player, so I have to subtract this 6 player from 8 players. Now, if I subtract the entire thing here, so I will get the total for the 2 player as 104, because 624 minus 520, that is 104. So 2 player having the total as 104. So the average for the 2 players should be 52. So C is the answer to the question. I hope this one is clear to you. Now let's do with one more example. A dog caught 38 fire bees in his first 2.5 hours in the park. How many frisbees must the dog catch in the next hour in order to average at least 20 frisbees per hour? So the first information is dog caught 38 frisbees in his first 2.5 hours. So dog catch 38 frisbees in 2.5 hours. So the question is, how many frisbees must the dog catch in the next hour in order to average at least 20 frisbees per hour? So reread the question. How many frisbees must the dog catch in the next hour in order to average at least 20? So it can be more than 20, but it cannot be less than 20. It can be 20 also. So the dog must catch 3.5 into 20, because the average should be at least 20, and the dog has already caught for 2.5 hours, and the dog will be working for the next 1 hour. So the total number of hours should be 3.5 and the average should be 20. So the dog must catch at least 70 frisbees in the total 3.5 hours. So as the dog has already caught 38 frisbees, so the dog must catch 70 minus 38, that is minimum 32 frisbees. So the answer should be C, D, E, and F. Now you can see this is all that apply question. So more than one can be answered to the question. I hope the question is clear. Now let's see with one more example. The average or arithmetic mean of A, B, and C and 8 is 15. So this is a quantcom question because quantity A and quantity B is given. So in quantity A, it is A plus B plus C by 3, and in quantity B, it is 18. So as I told you earlier, whenever you are getting a quantcom question, you must write the ABCD first. Now let's see the information one by one. The average of A, B, C, and 8 is 15. So I can rewrite this as A plus B plus C plus 8 by 4 equals to 15. Why? Because the average should be sum of the numbers divided by number of numbers. So if I do the simplification, the next line should be A plus B plus C plus 8 equals to 15 into 4, that is 60. Now I can have A plus B plus C equals to 52. Simple, 60 minus 8. Now as I'm looking for quantity A as A plus B plus C by 3, so I must divide both the side with 3. So I can have this, that A plus B plus C by 3 equals to 52 by 3, that is 17.33. So quantity A we are having as 17.33 and quantity B as 18. So B is the answer to the question because B is greater. Now I hope the average related questions are clear to you. Now if you have any doubt regarding today's topic, or if you're practicing from some other sources as well and you are having some doubts over there, you can post the things here in the comment section. Thank you everyone. Happy learning.